Good morning, Lill. It's Lill from CMHA. It's Dave Scott, Hub Media. It's 2025. Where did 24 go?
It just flew by.
It just flew
Flew by.
by. Quick shout out. I got to hang out with Lynn the last couple months. Yeah, and I got to tell you, she did a great job. I mean, I think she's angling for your job here. I'm just warning you now, okay? But
She's amazing, and we're really happy to have her. Yeah.
yeah, I just want to say thanks for introducing me and letting me have those conversations with her. It was a lot of fun. But let's get back to the message at hand. It's January, like I said, 2025. I want to talk to you about an article I put in the Hub this month, and I titled it Joyous January. I know that probably doesn't resonate with a lot of folks, but after all our conversations over the years, it got me to thinking, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this. What could I do to make my January a little more fun, impactful for myself? And one of the things I started with was music and just picking one of my favorite songs every day and playing it. And, I can get through 2 months easily with the amount of music I enjoy. Is that something you like to do too?
Absolutely. And I really love this topic because, usually January is not the most uplifting month. And then we got February, right? But it's all about, your perspective. And if you look at it as joyous January, it's a beginning. It's a new year, right? Let's, in with the new, out with the old,
Right.
and just start doing something that really motivates you and inspires you in as this new year approaches. Music is great. Learn a hobby, listen to new music. Lots of things that you can do instead of being sad for the next couple of months.
And one of the other things I'm doing is I want to look at doing is pick a new joke every day.
Yep.
I think a sense of humor takes you so far, right? I
Yep.
mean, if you can laugh about life a little bit,
Yep.
it makes the day that much better. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Humor is the key to everything, right? And you have to find humor or else you find the opposite of humor. So it's really important to, stay with positive individuals, people that make you laugh, keep your social circle as wide as possible, and find humor in everything, really, because that humor is there if you look for it.
For sure, it is. One of the other things too that I put down on my list is reach out to an old friend. Maybe once a week, just
Yeah.
shoot a text or say hi to somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time,
Yeah.
and just sort of recreate that friendship a little bit. Work on that.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. Our seniors probably are the ones that suffer the most during the winter months. So, we do have, in my personal life, we have seniors on our street that I always connect with, always. And I think it's very easy to do and make that part of your life. Help people that perhaps may be isolated and make their world a little better as well. Makes you feel good when you give back. Yeah.
For sure. And I'm going to go to exercise because that's one of the
Oh, yeah.
critical components I enjoy. I actually really enjoy January, February to get out for a walk.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know it's brisk, but I mean, if you dress warmly, you got some spikes on your feet
Yeah.
in case there's snow.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of a walk to get that body going and
Yeah.
feel the sunshine when it's out. It's
Yeah.
critical.
It really is. And that fresh air, that fresh winter air, it's amazing. I think I feel better with that fresh winter air on a nice sunny, crisp day than I do, when it's hot and humid out, to be honest with you. But keep that exercise constant. I see a lot of people if they don't want to walk outside, if maybe they're worried that they'll slip and fall, there's indoor tracks. Like
Yeah.
I know, yeah, there's several recreation centers that have indoor tracks. So there's no excuse, no excuse.
And my last one too. Well, there's a couple more, but one of the ones critical to me is I really want to take the time. Like I'm always curious about learning stuff, and I'm
Mhm.
sort of going to try and look at that and set a few things aside that I can learn about that maybe I've been putting off. That I'm an old dog, but I think I can still learn a few new tricks. So I think that's one of the pieces that we kind of forget. We have this great resource called the internet. Why are we not teaching ourselves positive things, right?
Exactly. I'm learning new recipe. I learn new recipes in the winter because I have time to cook, if the weather's not great. But you always have to keep busy. You can never give in to despair because it will overtake you. So having that positive approach, looking out for others, learning new things, exercising, it's a great way to get yourself through the winter because you know what? It does fly. Before you know it, you'll be hearing a robin and
Yep.
thinking, why is this robin here in March? It's so cold still. But it's a sign that spring's on its way.
And I think too, one of the things 2025, and it's not really something I'm going to focus on, but it's one thing I want to do a bit more of is less news. I find that,
Hmm.
that can be very disconcerting at times, and you're just like, I don't really need this right now in my life. I've got
No,
things I want to get done. So, you don't need that secondary thought about the negative stuff.
no, you really don't. And that's my New Year's resolution to just stop over consuming news. I watch breakfast television in the morning and then I watch the news at night at 6. And sometimes if I'm awake, I'll start to see what's happened at 11. But I'm going to stop that really. Like I'll keep, I'll keep abreast of current events and things like that because I need to know for my work. But I don't really need to over consume news. It's depressing. You really don't hear a lot of positive things. So,
No.
I just really don't want to focus on being glued and just over consuming news. So I think that's important.
And the one thing that leads to, I think that my last thing to talk about is you get better sleep.
Mhm.
I won't pick up my phone once I'm in bed.
Yeah,
I'll have a book beside my bed. So if I
yeah,
can't sleep, I can read. I think that's
yeah.
another part that we've kind of just forgotten about.
Yes.
A good book will, put you to sleep pretty quick, and it releases the mind from other things. And I think that's something that a lot more folks could do on their own at home to help their mental health and their physical health as well. That rest is critical.
Absolutely. And I love to read personally myself. I think that, you get involved in this world of the story and it relaxes you, it distracts you, and you learn new things. With every book that you read, you just learn new things. Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a joyous January and a fabulous
Yes,
February.
we are.
And thanks for doing this. It's great to see you again, Lil. I look forward to next month, and
My
take care.
pleasure. My pleasure. Hang in there.